Hello, BookTube, or should I say NookTube. It may seem odd. I'm doing my little reading nook. You can hear the cars outside before I get inside. And the reason for that is because this is a 200-year-old cottage and it has these two little rooms. You'll see one over there, which is actually the entrance to the house. And then this, which is an unheated, but it does have electricity, little room that I use as a book nook, a little reading nook. So here I am following Aaron Pacer, who made NookTube, and Steve Donahue. Steve has been in this room. You can see I have one of the Robert Jordan out to read. It's probably one of my other reading nooks. And I use this room in the summer and the fall and the spring. And in the winter, not so much. So now it's getting a little too cold to use. I do have a heater over here that I use. Those are boxes of comic books. I like to have my, well, here we have Star Trek and science fiction, paperbacks, and Star Trek history, and some of my just comfort books. The house is full of books, and this room's a little different though. And comic book collections, Bernard Cornwell, all that. But this isn't really a book tour. It's supposed to be a nook tour, but that's just part of how my little nook, reading nook works. A little science fiction. So I have tables here, my London Review, New York Review of books usually here, any paperbacks or books that I'm reading. They're scattered all over the house. I have a coffee table here that's meant for outdoors, but I use in here, and I have a little Wonder boom box. I'll play music. And then there's just always, knickknacks and piles of stuff here. Old magazines. Down under here, behind me, let's see if I can get to it. This is sort of odd way to film. I'm not really used to doing this, but there'll be old magazines. In this case, mostly sports magazines. I have another one over here, which I'll get to. This chair is just, notice I have a blanket and some pillows. It's just an old, actually a porch chair that I use because it rocks and I like that. So lots of old maps and magazines, tons of maps. I love maps. So old cigar boxes down here that have old, all sorts of stuff in them. But the chair I like, and I should put it back where it goes, but because I can rock, bring out a blanket if I need it. I usually keep this old blanket here on it. And then, like I say, these little end tables and the coffee table. So this, I would say, is my summer reading nook. And then I got the window. A lot of times I'll close the curtains on that, depending on what's going on. So there's the little reading nook, and I'll try to do up some follow-up little nooks around the house as I go along. Thank you, BookTube.